So, how are you? How have you been doing? Today, we're going to talk about the last matches. Let me just check my phone. Okay. Today, we're going to talk about the last four match days in the World Cup. As you know, there was 4 days of interesting soccer and some exceptionally weird results, or let's say unexpected results. And we are also going to talk about today's matches and, of course, about the prediction of who could win this World Cup. So let's see what was going on in the last few days. So the first day, it was, let me just check. The first day, it was Qatar, Ecuador. Ecuador won 2-0. Ecuador was much better opponent, even though Qatar is a hosting nation. So, of course, it would be a great thing for them to win, but they had to admit that Ecuador was better. So, Ecuador won in the Group A, and in that group, there is, let me see, also Netherlands and Senegal, two extremely good teams. It will be very hard for Qatar to qualify in the next round, but hey, we've seen so many unexpected results, so you never know what will happen. In Group B, England versus Iran, 6-2. I mean, it was a great match to watch. Obviously, not that much for Iran, but 8 goals. I mean, all the supporters, all the fans of football or soccer, some say, could enjoy in those 8 goals. And the goal scorers were Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Raheem Sterling, Marcus Rashford, Jack Grealish for England, and Mehdi Taremi. 2 goals he scored for Iran. So altogether, it was 6-2 for England. And in another game of the same B group, USA versus Wales, 1-1. I would say I expected a little bit more from Wales, but as I said earlier, USA has a strong team this time, so they have gotten themselves a point. Uh, let's see who were the scorers. Timothy Weah was the scorer for USA in 36 minutes, and Gareth Bale, the best player probably for the Wales, from penalty in 80 seconds. So USA was quite close to even win this game. That's how dangerous they are. And in the group A, Senegal, Netherlands, 0-2. It was very long time result, 0-0. And in 84th minute, Cody Gakpo, amazing player, scored the first goal. And in 98th or 99th minute, Davy Klaassen scored the second goal, and Netherlands won. Senegal was playing amazingly. If they would win, it wouldn't be surprising. If it would be draw, most probably the most of us would say that would be the fair result. But hey, the goal scoreboard never lies. So if it's 2-0, it means that the team scored 2 goals and the others didn't score a single one. So Netherlands won and deserved the one. So Netherlands 2-0 in A group, and Ecuador Qatar 2-0 for Ecuador, which puts Senegal and Qatar in bad position, and of course Ecuador and Netherlands in good position. Now let's go to the match day number 3, and this is really a huge shock for everyone in the world. Argentina against Saudi Arabia. Argentina was leading 1-0, and the final result was 2-1 for Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia won in just 5 minutes. Saleh Al Shehri, don't mind if I pronounced it wrong, but Saleh Al Shehri in 48th minute and Salem Aidal Sari in 53rd minute They brought their goals and they made Saudi Arabia win this very, very, very uh, easy match for everyone, as they would say. I was also expecting a lot of goals from Argentina. I never would have thought Saudi Arabia was even competent to get a point, but hey, that's sport. That's how predictions are. You can say what you want, but you never know what will happen. For Argentina, Lionel Messi in 10 minutes from penalty. If you look at the stats, Argentina had 15 shots and Saudi Arabia had only 3 shots, 15 against 3. And out of those 3, 2 were the shots on target. And both shots on target were then transformed into goals. That's amazing stats. And if you look at the possession, 70% for the Argentina and only 30 for Saudi Arabia. Mind blowing. From stats point of view, Argentina was much better, but hey, stats means nothing. Only goals count. And uh, even though you might be surprised, but Saudi Arabia won. They deserved that one, winning that game because they scored 2 goals. It doesn't matter how many corners you have, how many penalties, how many outs, how many chances, how many best players, how many possession you had. This game is about goals, nothing else. So this is the only thing that counts. And yeah, Saudi Arabia won. None of us expected it. At least majority of us didn't, but they deservedly won. The next game was Denmark Tunisia. It was no goals. If you look at the stats, they were about similar, equal. So most probably that was the most fair result. Only too bad was that there was no goals, so the fans couldn't enjoy it. But hey, that's what a football is. Another game without a goals, and I'm pretty shocked because 2 amazing teams were playing. Mexico against Poland. Uh, Mexico was a better opponent, but still they couldn't score the goal, so the final result was 0-0. If you watch at the standings at the table, Saudi Arabia in this group is now leading the table. Now imagine this: Poland with Lewandowski, Mexico with all those great players, Argentina with Lionel Messi, and Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia is winning this league table, at least for now, even though they have played against Argentina. That's mind blowing, really. Something I don't know if anyone could expect. I mean, you can joke about it, but honestly, most probably nobody expected. And now the one that we did expect, and it did came out as we expected. France against Australia, 23 shots against 4 shots for France, and 4-1 was the result. 4 goals for France. Adrien Rabiot, Olivier Giroud, 2 goals, amazing goal scorer, and Kylian Mbappe. France really has extremely, extremely strong team. I mean, Giroud and Mbappe. I think Giroud is really underestimated. He's scoring so much goals wherever he is playing, but somehow he doesn't get into the medias that much. Somehow he's not out there so much. I don't know why. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just noticing that something is not right. He deserves much more credit. He should be a much bigger star. I'm not saying he's not, but the way he's scoring goals and he's doing it with such, easiness, he deserves much more uh, than he has currently. So France won 4-1, deserve that one win, and we're going to the next match. Let's see who was the next game. Okay, now no more games for that day. So we're going to yesterday, Morocco, Croatia. I was pretty sure that Croatia is going to win. For me, they have one of the best teams out there. But again, for me, shocking result. 0-0, no goals. And let's see the stats. Morocco even had more shots than Croatia, 8 against 5, 2-2 on shots on target. So possession 65-35 for Croatia, but no goals, no no real chances. So I would say that Croatia did disappoint us a little bit, but it's not over yet for them. The next big shock was Germany-Japan. 1-2. Japan won, even though the Germany was leading in 33rd minute from Ilkay Gundogan from penalty, and Germany having 26 shots, and Japan had 12 shots. And even though Germany was leading, Germany lost, like almost the same as Argentina, Saudi Arabia. In 75th minute, Ritsu Doan and in Takuma Asano in 83rd minute for Japan, and they deservedly won 2-1, and they have created one of the biggest shocks in this World Cup yet. Next game was brutal game. Spain, Costa Rica. Costa Rica isn't really that bad team as it looked yesterday, and as a result is showing. Uh, but it looks like Spain was exceptionally strong. Just look at this stat: shots 17 for Spain, zero for Costa Rica. I mean, for any team that qualifies on a World Cup and doesn't get a single shot in more than 19 minutes, that's an embarrassment. They didn't even had a shot off target. So they weren't shooting on the goal at all, not even once. And the possession was 82%, 82 against 18. So it's so dominating performance by Spain, not only if you look at the scoreboard, but just from the stats. I mean, that's just amazing. 17 shots against zero, 82% of possession against 18. And the result was 7-0. 7-0. The scorers were Danny Olmo in 11th minute, Marco Sensio in 21st, Ferran Torres 31st, penalty in 54th. So he scored 2 goals. Gavi in 74th minute, Carlos Soler 19th minute, and Alvaro Morata in 92nd minute. So 7-0 for Spain. I would say that's an embarrassment for Costa Rica, but they shouldn't lose their will and hope they can still pull out some great results and they can still qualify for the next round. And the last game was Belgium Canada. Belgium was a favorite. They won 1-0, but hey, what a match. Everything Canada could do, they did. They were shooting goals, they got the penalties, they were so much better team on the pitch, but they couldn't score. On the opposite side, Belgium was almost nowhere, but they scored a goal. And as we said, only goals count. So Belgium won. And again, we can say that they deserved winning the game. They scored a goal, the other part didn't. So in this group, Belgium is first with 3 points, Croatia and Morocco with 1 point, and Canada with 0 point. And just now, it is a Switzerland Cameroon playing it 0-0 first half. 5 shots for Cameroon, 2 for Switzerland. So far, Cameroon has been better part in this game, but we have also a second halftime, and we'll see how this game will end up. So it is Group G with Switzerland and Cameroon, and today there will be 3 more games: Uruguay, South Korea if I would have to choose, I would choose Uruguay, but I would never underestimate South Korea. I think it will be great game to watch. And another great game in the same age group is Portugal Ghana, obviously with famous Portugal players. I'm thinking that Portugal is a favorite, but Ghana is always strong. So yes, I would give an advantage for Portugal, but it will be a great game to watch, and we never know what the result will be. And the next game for me, the best game today and one of the best so far, is going to be the last game today, Brazil Serbia. Brazil Brazil, everyone knows all the Brazil players. They are so extremely famous, so good. We all know Brazil won World Cup so many times, and Serbia won actually under 21 World Cup against Brazil, and they became world champions under 21. Now they are playing with extremely strong team, and they have knocked out. I mean, they won against Portugal, and they qualified onto this World Cup. Uh, that just goes to show how strong they are, and they have amazing ex-player Dragan Stojkovic as a manager of their team, and so far he has been leading this team really good. I mean, Serbia has players like Mitrovic, one of the best English goal scorers currently. He's on the second place behind Erling Haaland. They have Dusan Vlahovic. He's one of the best goal scorers in Italy. So and so on and so on. They have, I mean, exceptional players playing in the best teams in Europe. So it will really be a great thing to watch, and I can't wait for these games today. Today there are all four games are extremely great to watch. So hopefully they will uh, they will bring us a lot of goals. This is what we all fans want, and this is what we expect. And let's see predictions about who is going to win the World Cup. I would bet on thank you. I would bet on Brazil, France, and Germany. Of course, there's England there and Spain, Croatia and Serbia, right? But I'll stick with those three. Brazil, even though Argentina looks bad against Saudi Arabia, I still think they will bounce back and they will be at the top. So Brazil, Argentina, Germany, and then of course England, Spain are there, and then the rest of them. What do you think, guys? Who do you think is going to win? I'm just watching for tomorrow's game. Tomorrow is the end of the first week. Tomorrow's will be playing Wales, Iran in B group, Qatar, Senegal in A group. Tomorrow's game are already going to decide who is going to go into the next round. So let's say if Netherlands win, they are definitely going into the next round. If Ecuador wins against Netherlands, they're going into the next round. So if England wins tomorrow against USA, they're going into the next round. So tomorrow we'll get a little bit of better picture of what is going on in this World Cup. I think that England is going to beat USA, and therefore they are going to qualify for the next round. Netherlands, Ecuador, brutal game. That will be a great thing to watch. I don't know, maybe a slightly advantage for Netherlands, but Ecuador is really a strong team. Qatar, Senegal, I think Senegal are better team, and Wales, Iran, I would say Wales. This is for tomorrow. And now let's go to the Saturday. Tunisia, Australia, a draw. Poland, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, you never know. Let's say Poland, but I'm just waiting for Saudi Arabia to shock again. France, Denmark, I believe France, Argentina, Mexico. Well, this will be a brutal game. Whoever loses this game, if there will be no draw, if someone loses in this game, most probably he's off. If Argentina loses, they're off, and Messi will never win a World Cup. If Mexico loses, I don't know. I haven't calculated it all, but they're really in a great position not to go into the next round. First game they had a draw, so they have 1 point. Argentina has 0 points. So if they win, they will have 4 points. So they have chances, but I don't know. It's hard to say. It will be a great match to watch. These are teams that know themselves very good. They're both from South America. They are playing so many times in Copa Libertadores. So they know each other very good, and both are having that mentality, winning mentality, that both are playing strong, attacking way of football, and that's why it will be a really great thing to see them play in a World Cup. Usually we see them play in a Copa Libertadores, which is some kind of a South American or South Central American cup. So these are the games until the Saturday. Of course, there are many more games, but I'll cover now those. Uh, yeah, I think this World Cup, so many people are complaining. When instead of complaining, enjoy the moment, enjoy the games, enjoy the beautiful times, ignore or forget about the bad times, and let us know in the comments who do you think will win in today's matches, and especially predict your champion. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.